Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the bishops and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I am the brother Chaya from GMS Indianapolis, the branch of Indiana. The original Gary camp is GMS It Will Not Tarry 2. And you see this video on screen, crash out season and box going for cheap. Eve is the ringleader over benefits she no longer receive. Eve representing the so-called black woman in the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, which are Israelites. And the media does use Eve as the face of government benefits when we know there's a whole Edomite towns that receive government benefits. But she has the most outrageous response, all right, in lieu of them taking them away, as we'll see when I press play. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with cards and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, what's gonna happen? Before my kids go broke this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card, as soon as that bitch say ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff. And please.
You're going to jail, a camp, and or you're getting offed. They have all type of ice in play, all right? And before this was, we even knew that this would be a thing. The SNAP EBT benefits would be cut off. They already had ICE, all right? They already have ICE as we speak, bothering, harassing, detaining, arresting, invading so-called Negro communities. It's not just the Latinos. It's both, because we're all the same family. We're all the same, So they already that's already happening. See, these people are going to find out, all right, that they're not going to do what they think they're going to do, not to the extent that they think they're going to do it. Now, there's going to be riots. That's written in the scripture, and we're seeing how it's manufactured, okay? But you people, you 2/3 people, you're not going to prevail. And 2/3 is the percentage of Israelites that's slated to lose on this side. They're not slated to overcome and get the victory. You slated to fall, all right? Like the speech, the way this woman talking. Your cousin? He gonna get OFFED'd. What are you talking about? I'm gonna grab this scripture though. All right. Because now we're seeing how the word of the Lord is playing out. Esdras, is it Esdras? 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means doom, destruction. All right. And we're seeing how it's happening. No food, right? What happens when they cut off the power? Your water supply. See? For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Nigh means near. And at this point is here. Who is the sword? Esau Edom is the sword. He's coming down. All right? When you read the Bible, Esau Edom is metaphorically the sword of the Lord. Okay? And David's prayer was, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. From men who have their place in this life. Meaning they're winning on this side. Who winning? The elites. What race is the elites? You tell me. You answer me that. All right? It said, whose belly thou fillest with thy hidden treasures. They the one who got the riches of the earth. They got the oil that come out of the earth. They got the gold that come out of the earth. The minerals. All right? They eating the premium food. All right? Traveling. They don't own their own island. Different islands. Thousands of acres of land with a castle on it. What race of people is that? If you had to pick one race. It says that one people shall stand up and fight against another and swords in their hand. And when people ain't got nothing to eat, they go crazy. All right? Most revolutions and uprisings is fought over not being able to feed yourself and your family. For there shall be sedition among men. And you got a YouTube channel entitled Call for an Uprising. That's what sedition means. People that's calling for an uprising. All right? And based off what the government doing, people who paying attention are like, well, wait a minute. That's not fair. Now, see, this is low level calling for an uprising. Oh, they cut the SNAP EBT benefits. Okay. Well, that wasn't something that you were supposed to be on forever. And how ironic, they always froze the so-called black man out of that. All right. But then on the other hand, Trump ain't giving money to American farmers, but he giving money to the Argentinian farmers. The American farmers' competition to sell to China. See that? And you got people calling for an uprising for that. You got people calling for an uprising for genuine things, and then people also doing it for stupid, idiotic things, like this alphabetism, etc. Right? For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you watch those movies, all right, when people ain't got nothing to eat and they running in the stores, and they've been already putting that image out there anyway. They showing YNs bomb rushing stores, stealing Nikes, stealing Gucci, stealing clothes. They've been showing images like different stuff like that for the past couple of years. And a lot of it is agent provocateurs. A lot of it it's not real in a sense that people are doing it organically on their own. It's Esau manipulating and stirring this pot up because he got a plan to put a CHIP inside of you. But he need chaos. What is it? Ordo ab chaos. Order out of chaos. All right?
Follow me to that motherfucking car. If you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch, you ain't gonna make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you. You wanna take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this. It's okay.
And baby, Trump done cut these stamps off. It's finna be some pussy selling, pussy popping motherfuckers around here. Do you hear me? These motherfuckers about to be filling out job.
You see that? Everything goes back to its default settings. See? First, look, they cut off the SNAP. First thing these women went to was selling their body. Hey, I'm gonna let this video play before that part is said. And I'm gonna say this. Look, it ain't that buying box, that ain't gonna last long. All right? Those $40 hollers. Look, we dealing with hyperinflation and shrinkflation. What you about to do with $40? And what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to raise the price? What you gonna 80, 100? Who gonna give it to you? looking like that, looking like the first woman, looking like this woman. Men, especially men of means, gonna have they pick. And with the pandemonium that's gonna be going on, who's to say that you gonna get paid? And if you don't get paid, what you gonna do? Go to the authorities? Huh? That's what you gonna do? You people talking about going to a world you never experienced. Look, like the word world, you people always hollering John 3:16. All right? That word world in John 3:16 mean a particular division of the earth when you break it down. See, the prostitution world, that's a particular division of the earth. You don't know that world. You don't know the perils and the dangers of that world. Okay? The world of the homeless. That's a particular division of the earth. You don't know the perils and the dangers of that world. All right?
Applications like is crazy. If they never filled out a job application a day in their life, they about to fill them motherfuckers out now. They about to fill them out now. And you talking about stealing? Trump, you done fucked up. You done fucked up big time. I feel sorry for Walmart, Kroger, Sam Club, all of the grocery stores. I feel fucking sorry for them. Cause you talking about y'all finna need security. Baby, y'all finna need the whole motherfucking army. Cause Trump, you done fucked up. Man.
And they got them. They already in position. All right. And if they not in position, they're moving into position. They already got a brother just posted a video in our personal chat today. On the highway, they got different military vehicles. Look what happened to Look what happened during Hurricane Katrina. It don't take much to cut a city off. It don't take much for a military to cut a city off. They have drones. All right. They got stuff they ain't even released yet. And it's going to be released. You people talking that tough Tony shit, you don't know what you're talking about.
And bro, at this point, somebody teach me how to sell it.
And I was going to say this too. I'll let you
teach me how to sell it. Where the buyers at? Somebody, if you a buyer of it and you know.
Oh, I remember. You see how look at these women. Look at these women on this video. Look at these women that you see in your daily life. The average woman is ugly. All right? And if the average woman is not ugly, the average woman is average at best. Because the things that beautify a woman, the things that keep her pretty, she don't have anymore. She don't have a natural hair. Okay? If it is, she don't know how to take care of it. She's on too many drugs. She's on too many stimulants. She look much older than what she really is because of the drugs and the stimulants. She don't have the soft, feminine essence and presence. You really think look. Okay. And this is how y'all look with access to beautifying yourself. If you don't have any money, how well do you think you're going to look? How well do you think you're going to beautify yourself? If you smell like this now, how you going to smell soon? You have musty women in the world. You have women that don't take baths. You have women that they just take showers. When the last time you took a bath? Know nothing about real, proper, hygienic care of themselves. Like when women get ready and take care of themselves, it takes them forever. Especially, I'm talking about the whole body. I'm talking about they washing, they scrubbing. Hell, real women, the water they clean in, that water be scalding hot. Like, damn, how can you take this water? It's scalding hot water, all type of different shampoos and conditioners and loofahs and bath salts and all type of body scrubs, honey scrubs. You women ain't even doing that now. The majority of you. Oils, almond oil and this type of oil and that. You women don't even put cucumbers over your eyelids anymore. Just walking around with bags under your eyes. Everything is a goddamn lash and a weave. So that old selling it, look, that ain't gonna, look, it ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. I'm gonna get a scripture on that. Cause like I said, who's the insurer? Who's the insurer that you're gonna get paid? Cause as much as you say you're gonna be running up in the buildings and the grocery stores and doing whatever you want and stealing and doing whatever, what you think the other people gonna be doing? That's the world that women who sell their box, that's the world that they live in. You don't know nothing about that world. That's the world that they live in. Ecclesiastes 12:4. In fact, start at the top. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. The evil days here. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Yeah, a lot of you Negro, nigga, black women, you get holy when don't nobody want you no more. And you done used up your hustle box, the way Corey Holcomb say. That's the last ace in the hole for, I don't do that no more. Time to settle down and get married and go to church. Lord don't want you then. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. And the keepers of a house is basically a manager. All right. The manager's tripping and they trembling because they don't have the supplies they need. You don't have the supplies. You don't have the materials to keep the house going, to pay the workers. Modern day keepers of the house would be these economists. And they all looking, they like, man, it's doom. All right, these people that's watching the money system. You people don't need, some of you know about gold and silver. But then what? What after that? But a lot of you think that group, you think them women know about it? To the extent and the intent how to buy it, where to get it, how to buy it incrementally. All right. It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Right. And the grinders cease because they are few. The grinders are the workers. All right. And there's not a lot of job opportunity, no matter what the media tell you. All you see is so-called white people crying because they can't get a job. Mediocrity is not enough for the so-called white man anymore. These jobs, these companies, they want to make money. And whoever going to make the money for them, that's who they're going to hire. That's why you go to these jobs and you don't see the white man in positions of authority the way it once used to be. Because being a mediocre so-called white person is not enough anymore. Yeah, you ain't gonna get stabbed by shot by the police at the same rates. Yeah, the doctor might actually give you some medicine that help a little bit, right? But these jobs, they want the profits, right? Now, when you go into this word grinder, to grind, to crush, to khan, to grind meal, hence to be a concubine, that being their employment. So a side piece being your employment, a concubine, secondary girlfriend, secondary wife. But if that's your employment, it's your prostitute. So that prostitution gonna cease too. And it's gonna cease for various reasons. One, like I said, you can't ensure that you gonna get your payment. That's not a guarantee, number one. Number two, a lot of you not gonna be chosen or get taken or selected for that. And then number three, whatever price you may or may not charge, you dealing with hyperinflation. And you a so-called black woman, you an Israelite woman. How many 80%, what's the statistics? These old statistics, these might have increased. 80% or close to 80% of you are overweight, and 80% of that number is obese. And every woman we showed on here, you can look at their face. Now, those women were overweight. BMI probably high 20s, early 30s. You look at their face and neck and their jaws. And you that's some audacity there. When there's going to be women younger than you, prettier than you, less vile than you. Okay? That's going to be in the same circumstance. And women outnumber men. That's when Isaiah 4 and 1. Right around the corner. Like the Apostle Taha and the other apostles and the elders been saying. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Right? Y'all wasn't saying that shit was all good about a week ago. Right? No, you ain't going 50-50. A lot of these women who say they weren't going 50-50 look like them. A man holler at you, speak to you, how you doing? Look, we was let me finish that thought before I continue this. A man holler at you, ask you how you doing. Nothing. Just need my nails, my rent, or something like that. They lead the conversation with you paying one of their expenses. That's how they converse with you. Right? You had one woman, and this woman forehead started in the middle of her damn head. See, wearing all that weave, y'all got that money and you keep your weave did up and it eat away at your scalp. Her forehead started in the middle of her damn head. And she had the nerve to say she don't have conversations for free. We went to this was, maybe 3-4 years ago. We went to visit the elders and the brothers up there in Wisconsin. And we went out. And normally, I don't talk to the BW. But, there's a group of nice-looking young ladies or whatever. I just went over there and said, what's up? I went over there talking to them. I spoke, said something, whatever. And without saying, it was a table, 4 of them. Now, the spot we was at, it was like kind of like a little mixed spot. It was like Latin tribes in there or whatever. It was like a restaurant/bar. Issachar do everything. It had a little dance floor. They over there dancing. I'm trying to, you barely can pay for your food because people dancing, bumping into you. The register right by the, So anyway, I'm talking to him. And one of them out of nowhere, she picked up the check and just like slammed it in front of me. Not real hard, but just like, like making a point, like that. And I said something or whatever. Then I said something else, then I walked off. But I noticed, what is it? I noticed one of them had a face on like, damn, bitch, you always, like, you doing too, like one of them had like that look on. And then what I noticed was everybody was having, all the other races, ethnicities of people in there was cool, calm, collect. All the other one was fine, but them was being ignored. Right? So now you got a thing where a lot of so-called black women complaining about men not approaching them. And when you watch these little videos, these be attractive. These be attractive young women in their prime. They talking about they be going to singles mixers, all women, one man. So you could forget about selling it. You could forget about selling it like that, especially them, y'alls. I said y'alls, them ones. All right, you women walking around damn near 200 pounds, ain't even 5'5". Oh, you can forget about it. All right, like I said, it's gonna be a little. Of course, you know that's gonna happen. All right, but that's not gonna be an option for all of y'all, and that ain't gonna last long. So the tables turn into the point where instead of complaining about 50-50 and you don't have conversations for free, a man got to pay to talk to you. This gonna be your tune now. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. We buy our own food and buy our own clothes. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Let me be under your umbrella. All right? Because when when a woman get with a man, she takes on his last name because what? She is transferred from her power's authority to her husband's authority. All right? And your husband will care for you. Right? And he will protect you. Because you're going to be out there without protection. That's what I'm saying. How is you gonna ensure that you get the payment that really? Let me grab this. Well, what is that? Sirach 36:25. Matter of fact, 24. He that getteth the wife beginneth the possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. That's what a wife is. A possession. All right. You take on his last name. All right. We're just keeping it simple and plain. You could be mad about the words all you like. It says, where no hedge is, what's the hedge? A defense, some protection. There the possession is spoiled. So a man is a hedge. So you're going to be spoiled. You don't have a man. Yeah, some of y'all rugged and rough and rambunctious to a certain extent, and you will be able to defend yourself off to a small percentage of certain men. But that's not going to be the element that you're going to be in. All right? And he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning. Well, it's about to be, you're going to have your pick of the litter now. All right?
What I'm talking about, come get it. It's for sale. I don't got time no more. I'm broke. Yeah. Everybody else out here doing whatever.
Look, this woman is showing herself to the world. And this is how she look. This is how she look with the options of beauty products. Okay?
And I'm sitting here broke, honey. If you sell it, let me know how you sell it so that I can sell it. And if you buy it, hit me up so I can sell it to you. And I'm not playing. You can come through the front door, the back door, the basement, the chimney, wherever you need to come through it. Come on.
Trump cut food stamps. You know what that mean? Vagina gonna be at its lowest than it ever been. I mean, you think...
Let me see stuff. Let me see stuff. See, whoa. Let me see. Okay. Salaki, I was trying to find the script.
Women on social media now trying to put their vagina and their body on display to get the highest offer. it's really gonna be an auction on social media because they gonna have to feed those damn kids. Money don't go but so far when you go to the market. Buying food, it's not gonna be the same anymore. Beans and rice sound good now.
Yeah, women gonna be looking at your cart, see they gonna be judging what you got to see if you got money. Like, oh shit, he got rice, he got beans, okay, he got crackers. Oh, he got steak. Oh, okay. Oh, lamb chop, he got. Hey, excuse me, how you doing, sir? they don't be looking at your cart. They don't be hollering at you based off your cart.
Peanut butter and jelly sound good now. Trump gave black women back to black men. Now black men can fuck you, feed you, and love you. What you wouldn't eat, you're now gonna eat it. Black-eyed peas sound good. Pork and beans and hot dogs sound good. Spaghetti without the sauce, just butter and salt and pepper sound good. Rice and beans sound good. Because how far you think money go in the market? Like I said, you could spend $100 and come out of the market with 6 to 7 things. And you be like, what the fuck did I buy?
I did it today. Spent about $100. All right. I carried all the I spent about $100-ish or so buying being frugal. Right? I bought some greens. There's about $2 a bushel. Right? I bought some drumsticks. Some chicken drumsticks. They was halal. They was about $4 to $5 a pack. I bought 3 packs, about like 7 or 8 pieces in each pack. I bought some ground venison, about 6-7 packs, about a pound a pack, $9 a pack, right? And some other stuff, frugal, but some meat, some vegetables. Spent about $100. I carried all the bags in one hand. See?
Trump just cut food stamps, and you won't get food stamps in November. He's sending a message, and the message is, they've been feeding y'all, the government, been feeding y'all for about 30 years or longer.
More than that.
White people, it's more of y'all on government assistance than any race on this planet.
That's true too.
Remember that. Trump don't care about you either.
Yeah, it's the haves and the has-nots, the rich and the poor. I like that statement he said too. Trump gave black men their women back. Now they can fuck you, feed you, and love you. But black men don't want black women anymore. Right? For the most part. Or that's what we have been coming to. Look, all these, the Kevin Samuels era and that influence of what happened after that, he was right. He said after me, it's going to get worse. He was trying to give you women the game. Tell you the truth to some. He was right about a lot of things, wrong about some things. But overall, a lot of these so-called black women couldn't see the forest for the trees. But I remember he said after me, it's going to be worse. And now all these influencers and different little guys is they basically, the whole red pill movement is just teaching men to hate women, so-called black men to hate women to a certain. Some of them is cool, but some of them just go too far, like Fresh and Fit and some of them different little guys. So like the scripture says, see, the scriptures don't lie. The Lord speak the word, and we see how it play out, and it plays out far above the way you thought it could have played out. The Lord said we would be enemies. That's in the curses, and this is one of the angles that He made or allow us to play these curses out and being enemies. Because who gonna buy your box? You got so-called black women talking about they hate black men, they love seeing them get killed by the police. Okay, ain't no more EBT. Who gonna buy your box now? White men gonna buy it? Chinese men? Huh? That's who gonna buy your box? This is call lawyer. How about Shimon Shai? It's 441. This is Malachi. Is it Malachi? No, Micah. 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because I have sinned against him. So the so-called black man, right, just been dealing with what it means to be a so-called black man. All right? To be hated by everybody, even your own woman. Right? For all your inadequacies to be thrown in your face time and time again, and none of the causes of your inadequacies to be addressed. They don't care that the so-called white man makes it harder for you. They just want you to do something about it. Oh, and if you can't, they'll go be with him. And they'll submit to him and give him, submission. But they don't think you deserve submission. Right? It says what? Until he plead my cause. And the Lord doing what he doing to all you people, that's part of him pleading our cause. All right? And execute judgment for me. See? He executing judgment for his hopeful elect. All right? He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. See, we ain't in obscurity no more. All right? People, wait a minute. Where them Israelites at? Hey, they was right. Them Israelites was right. Where they at? Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, right? And shame shall cover her, right? Because you're going to be living out these things we said through the Spirit of the Lord, what's written, right? You got brothers got wives and girlfriends or exes. Might have been with her for years and years before the truth and years after and broke up. Just like the one brother, he came up, he told the younger elders in the main camp up there in New York, their division, their camp. He said, I remember when y'all was on 34th and 7, 10 years ago, y'all was saying everything that's happening now. Y'all was right. And a lot of our ex-women seeing it too. And shame covering them because they know they can't come back. They went out there, partied, put some old notches under their belt, got more traumatized, out there thinking the grass was greener, and all you did was increase a higher body count, and now you even more disturbed in the head. Now you got more warrior sperm fighting in your cerebellum, in your brain stem. You know you can't come back. You're just going to be shamed because you're going to be living out what the men of the Lord been saying and been trying to tell you. You're going to be living in Isaiah 32 and 9. It says, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shaddai power? Yeah, all that Hebrew mess. She's still planning for you. You telling her shit is imminent. She planning for 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and then I'm gonna do this and then. And you like, bitch. All right. You directing her and telling her what to do and what not to do and how to preserve the family or whatever. And she doing her own thing. She ain't saying this literally, where's the Lord thy God, but actions speak louder than words. It says, mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Yeah. People ain't gonna be the mire of the streets. People, a small little puddle, right? Of some shit or some dirt, some gravel. You're not gonna be important. You're not gonna be paid attention to. You're not gonna be something to be looked at to protect. You've been on social media and YouTube clowning the so-called black men, goddamn it, since it's been social media. With blonde hair. And blonde straight hair at that, imitating the look of the so-called white woman and degrading the so-called black man. You're gonna be treaded down. Shaking your ass, shaking your rump, your tail feather, half naked, from middle school until the goddamn pool, from middle school to the pool pit to the grandmas. You disgusting. Nobody want to look at you, let alone protect you, let alone buy your box. No, the so-called black women that's going to, no. It's a remnant out there, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, who young, beautiful, and undefiled. Okay? You're not going to get what they get. You're going to get this. Micah 7:10. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. See, all these government benefits put you at ease. You actually got women out there talking about they're not going to work. It's the government's job to take care of them. They got all the benefits. They got Section 8. They rent you rent $20. All right. You got child support. Right? You got SNAP benefits. You got SSI checks. Your kids got ADHD. You get a check for them. You get a check because you anxiety. Right? That puts you at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear to my speech. What the men of the Lord telling you, what's written in this book. Like, look, this is what's coming. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail. All right? The gathering shall not come. Look, the aid. Because look, what will happen is, right, in times past, you would store up and prepare for the winter. And how ironic, winter is here. You will be canning. You'll be canning tomatoes, canning strawberries, right? But if you don't have a good harvest in that point, then you just got to rely on what may grow in this season, which is greens and pumpkin and squash, and y'all don't even fucking eat that. You know how bad you fucking people about to suffer? I'm going to cut this video short. I'm going to turn it into 2 videos because I got a lot more information about how this food going to fucking affect you fucking people. You get fucking $800 in snaps. And you know what the fuck you people buy? You buy Lunchables. You buy fucking chips. You buy motherfucking those fucking chimichanga burritos with cheese and taquitos and pizza rolls and pizzas and hot pockets and lean pockets. You know what the fuck that's gonna do to you when you ain't got access to that shit? You know what that's gonna do to your brain? To your serotonin levels? You know how that's, you see? You're gonna be troubled. You're going to be troubled. It says tremble. Ye women that are at ease. You a woman. You got videos, women fighting and running up, attacking men. Okay. You ever attack somebody on an empty stomach? You ever fought somebody in a caloric deficit? You know what the fuck a caloric deficit is? Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. You're going to be in a state of mourning. All right. You know what you're going to be saying? Why? This is what you're going to be saying. You're going to be saying, why? And they can't do this. Oh, you people, you're saying it now. That's all you people say is they can't do this. They can't do this. That's all you people say. But they about to do everything you say they can't and more. You ain't seen nothing yet. It says, they shall lament for the teats. Yeah, you're going to cry for the government aid. You're on a government titty. You know how you're on your mama titty? That's where you get the nourishment from, the sustenance from, to grow, whatever. Well, you've been on a government teat. And you're lamenting now. You're lamenting. Oh, and this is going to increase. They shall lament for the teats, right? For the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. And people doing it now, man. I remember back in the day, man, you can take $10, go buy this, that, woo. Nah. Not gonna happen. Everything is gone. Anyway, with that, Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash, Shalom.